Another month, another unlikely Berlin construction project coming to a fruitful completion. So you might have seen my take on the BER airport. Why the did it blow up? Today I'm bringing you the biggest story of the Berlin Underground Sea this year. Technically the truth, but in a boring year like 2020, actually nothing too difficult. Hashtag save the clubs. This story is of course about the extended U5, or it's officially called the Berlin Untergrundbahn 5 Erweiterung West. This story has everything that a good Berlin infrastructure project brings to the table. Prestige, epic proportions, and of course a fat delay. So the right moment for an executive summary. This is where I put my tripod, right over there. The U5 now connects the East District of Hönow to Berlin's central station, Hauptbahnhof. This is Hönow. Actually, this is the end of Berlin and this is Brandenburg. And this is where it ends, at Hauptbahnhof. See, the U5 has been around for decades. It connects the eastern outskirts of Berlin over fan-favorite Friedrichshain towards the center, terminating at Alexanderplatz, which is right in the city center. For obvious reasons, it made sense to eventually develop the U5 beyond Alexanderplatz as a new value-adding east-west traverse over Alexanderplatz via Hauptbahnhof, 2 more beat and even out to Jung von Heide's U7 intersection. Initial ideas were to actually link up the U5 all the way to Tegel Airport, which, well, that's kind of pointless now that Tegel is closed, right? I did a video actually about that here or there or there. In the early 90s, after the Berlin Wall fell, the government district was started to be rebuilt, the new central train station was also in the making, and the plan to extend the U5 manifested. That's actually 25 years ago. That's even before the BER airport was started to be planned. Even before that, can you imagine? That's like 25 years ago. What, 93, 94? But here's the big catch. Nobody needs a connection from Alexanderplatz to the Hauptbahnhof by U-Bahn, because we have the Stadtbahn for that. There is a direct train connection doing just that already. So, what is the purpose? Good question. Actually, save that question for the very end. By the way, to break a common myth, this is not an U-Bahn, this is an S-Bahn. It is operated by Deutsche Bahn. Now, building underground infrastructure is an expensive commitment, and it takes time because, you know, digging holes with big machines under busy areas and stuff. So the idea of the extension was to split development into 2. Great idea. First, from 1995 to 2009, extending the U5 3 stops from the newly developed area around the Hauptbahnhof towards the east, towards Alexanderplatz. The stops were Hauptbahnhof, Bundestag and Brandenburger Tor. That's what you remember as the U55. The underground, the subway piece, the subway under the Bundestag, which was walking distance basically, and nobody did it. Did you use the U55? Have you heard of the U55? Are you from Berlin? Do you even live here? Have you used it though? I didn't. Did you use your bike instead of the U55? Right? By the way, whenever I'm asking somebody off camera, actually there's nobody standing around there who I'm talking to. There's actually nobody, just me in the woods. So this U55 part, this extension from Hauptbahnhof to Brandenburger Tor, nobody was using it. The BVG, the operators of U-Bahn, tram and buses in Berlin, actually calculated for 6,000 people a day using it. A day, that's like nothing. Let's say what, 60 buses? So anyways, it was called 55 in order not to confuse Berliners with the U5. An isolated subway system, less than 2 kilometers in the center of Berlin. Even all the maintenance infrastructure around it had to come into the tunnel because there was no access to any other maintenance station. Just running under the government area, which is why it was called the Chancellor train, transporting 6,000 people a day. Just fantastic. This alone is like worth a video on itself, the U55, like, I don't know. Comment below if you want to see that and I might rename the channel to Infrastructure Review Lexmouth, I don't know. Anyways, and then the stage 2 from 2009 till now, connecting the U5 from Alexanderplatz towards Brandenburger Tor, uniting where once the wall divided east and west. Oh, how symbolic. Actually, the sun is coming right out there. Sunlight in December. Nice. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Thank you, son. So, of course, if you split a project into 2, it's easy to say, oh, it only took 11 years to complete. Well, guess what? It actually didn't. So let's look at some of the stats of the entire extension of the E5, both stages, first and second. 25 years of construction for 6 new stops, including Hauptbahnhof, which was kind of there already. Budget was 320 plus 525 million euros, totaling what, 845 million euros? It was actually not too easy to find information about the financing of the project, federal and state level, but from all my research I can kind of conclude that the cost didn't completely explode, roughly around 100 million euros of increase over the initial plans, but nothing compared to the BER airport budget explosion. 100 million over budget is also. Reasons for the budget increase were various and would explode the frame of this. It includes freezing the ground and so on and so on. That means by the time you watch this video, you would have spent 385 euros out of your own pocket and would have gotten 1 millimeter of new train network.